Good morning children. Today we are going to start video part 2 of chapter 6 characteristics of chemical reaction. Children, in the previous video we have studied about the few characteristics of a chemical reaction like evolution of gas, change of color and formation of PPT. Now children, in this video we will study about energy change. As you know, most of the reaction gives off energy. So energy is produced and released in the form of heat and light. There are two types of reactions. First is exothermic reaction and the second is endothermic reaction. Exothermic reactions are the reaction which gives off energy, whereas endothermic are the reactions that absorb energy. Now we will look at some examples of exothermic reaction. Here you can see calcium oxide we have taken, and this calcium oxide when added in water starts boiling and it becomes very hot. Thus we can say that heat energy is produced and calcium hydroxide is also formed. So children, how can we say that it is exothermic reaction? Because heat energy is produced in this reaction. Now, second example, when we burn magnesium ribbon, it always burns with dazzling white flame. Okay, and here you can see heat energy and light energy are produced. So simply we can write it as Mg plus O2, it will form MgO and energy is produced. Now children, endothermic reaction and the example we will take to explain this are when this sodium bicarbonate is heated, this sodium bicarbonate will absorb all the heat energy and it will form sodium bicarbonate, water and carbon dioxide. Now, heat of neutralization. Heat of neutralization is the heat evolved when an acid and a base react to form salt and water. Okay. In this, HCl is acid and NOH is a base. Clear? When this acid and base react together, they form salt and water and some amount of energy is released. As you can see, heat energy is released. That is why we can say that neutralization is an exothermic reaction. Now, change of state. Children, as you know, on heating, solid is converted into liquid and on boiling the liquid, it is converted into gas. And on deposition, gas is converted into solid form again. So children, how this change of state is taking place? What happens in solid? Molecules are always in the state of slow vibration, as you can see in the video.
The particles that make up matter are constantly in motion. In a solid, the particles do not move around but vibrate about their fixed position.
These particles absorb heat energy, and when the energy is absorbed by the particles, it increases the vibration of the particles. This results into the breaking of bonds. And when these bonds break, the change of state takes place and solid melts into a liquid. Children, during vaporization, the absorbed energy is utilized to increase the molecular distance between the molecules. As you can see in the figure also, that particles keep on vibrating in solid, and when the particles are heated, they start vibrating more vigorously. As you can see, the number of vibrations here increases. When these particles absorb more amount of heat, the particles from which they were linked, or you can say the bond between them, breaks down and solid melts to liquid. For example, when ammonia gas reacts with hydrogen chloride gas, it forms dense white fumes of ammonium chloride. These dense white fumes represent the solid state of matter. This is ammonia, with the formula is NH3. Okay, this is ammonia gas, and when it reacts with HCl, it will form NH4Cl. As you can see in the bracket, S is written. This indicates NH4Cl is formed, which is solid. Now, second example, When red hot carbon in solid state is treated with sulfur vapors, then it forms carbon disulfide which has a liquid state. This is carbon which is also again in solid state, and sulfur, this is in gas form. When this react, it will form carbon disulfide which has a liquid state. So we can say that change of state has taken place. Now children, catalyst. Catalyst is a substance which increases or decreases the speed of chemical reaction without itself undergoing any change. Now, types of catalyst. Two types of catalyst. First, positive catalyst, and the second, negative catalyst. Positive catalyst are the catalyst which accelerates, or you can say which accelerates or increases the speed of the reaction. The meaning of accelerate is increases. Now, negative catalyst. If the catalytic substance retards the chemical reaction, it is called negative catalyst. What is the meaning of retards? Retard means decreases. Decreases the speed of chemical reaction or stops the chemical reaction. Now, we will look at the examples of positive catalyst. MnO2 acts as positive catalyst in the decomposition of KClO3 into KCl and O2. Now, example of negative catalyst. Alcohol retards the oxidation of chloroform to poisonous phosgene. Next, enzymes or biochemical catalyst. Enzymes are produced within the body of the living beings, and they help in accelerating the rate of the biochemical reaction taking place in our body. For example, saliva contains salivary amylase which initiates the decomposition of the carbohydrate. It means salivary amylase is the enzyme which starts the breakdown of carbohydrate in the mouth itself. I hope children you have understood the chapter. Thank you class.